Struggling to climb solo rank in Mobile Legends? Whether you're stuck in Epic or grinding your way through Mythic, this video is packed with smart tips to help you win more games, carry harder, and finally, escape bad teammates. Let's turn that losing streak into a win streak. All right, first and foremost, stop locking in the same hero every single match. I get it, you love playing that assassin or marksman. But here's the truth. Solo rank isn't about comfort. Picks, it's about smart picks. If you keep forcing the same role every game, you're just making things harder for yourself and your team. Remember, in solo queue, you're on your own. You can't rely on teammates to always fill what the team needs. So be flexible. If your team already has a core and a gold laner, then maybe it's time you step up and take that roamer or XP lane role even if it's not your main. Yes, it's tough to learn every role, but trust me, if you want to climb solo rank, adaptability is your biggest weapon. You're not playing in a full squad, you're solo. That means your team composition is unpredictable, and you need to fill in the gaps. Now, once you've picked your hero and locked in, your role, whether it's mid lane, gold lane, or EXP lane, your first priority is simple: clear your lane. I can't stress this enough. I've seen players, even in mythic rank, roam around or chase kills before even touching the minion wave. That's a huge mistake. If you don't clear your lane, you're literally handing the enemy a free push. Minions may look harmless, but leave them unchecked and your turret's going down faster than you think. So always clear your wave first, then rotate if needed. It's not flashy, but it wins games. Once you've cleared your lane, don't just wander around blindly. Check the map. This is where real solo rank players shine. For example, let's say your tank and assassin are down in the gold lane helping your marksman, but the enemy is sending 2 heroes to pressure your EXP laner. That's not the time to chase kills, that's your cue to rotate and help your EXP lane. And if you're the EXP laner and things are calm on your side, look at mid. Maybe your mage is getting ganked, step in and support. Every rotation should have a purpose. You're not just playing your hero, you're playing the whole map. Always adapt to the situation. The more aware you are, the easier it is to be in the right place at the right time. And that's how you carry in solo rank. Now let's talk about game situations, because not every match will go the same way, and as a solo player, your role changes depending on what's happening. So let's go a bit deeper into the your team is dominating scenario. When your team is ahead, your job is to keep the pressure up smartly. You can either support the team during objectives and team fights, or go for a split push to apply pressure in another lane. Split pushing is a great way to force the enemy to split up, making it easier for your team to win fights elsewhere. But here's the catch, and this is where most games are thrown: overconfidence. When your team is ahead, everyone suddenly wants to play solo. Some start diving turrets, chasing 1v3s, or even trying to 1v5 for highlights. You've seen it, maybe even done it. Stick together, focus objectives, and secure the Lord as fast as you can. Once you get Lord, group up and end the game before the enemy gets a chance to scale or recover. Don't drag it out. The longer the game goes, the more likely a comeback becomes. Now let's talk about the situation that most solo rank players find themselves in when the enemy team is dominating. And honestly, it's usually not your fault. Maybe your teammates fed early, maybe your gold laner gave up. It happens. But this is where your mindset has to shift. You're no longer trying to outplay, you're trying to outlast. So how do you play? Defensively and smart. Stay inside your turret range, focus on clearing the waves, and don't chase or dive. Only engage if the enemy is isolated and your teammates are nearby. Remember, the enemy has the lead. They already have their core items, and they're stronger. But here's the catch. Dominant teams get greedy. If you deny them kills, they'll get frustrated. And when they get frustrated, they make mistakes. Diving towers, splitting up, taking bad fights. That's your opening. Be patient. Let them overcommit, then punish. One good team fight can flip the momentum completely. The more frustrated they get, the easier it becomes to make a comeback. Finally, let's talk about the most intense kind of game: the one where both teams are equally strong. In these matches, a single mistake can decide the outcome. One bad rotation, one failed initiation, one missed Lord fight, and it's over. These games are all about experience, awareness, and decision-making. You need to know when to push, when to fall back, and when to start a fight. Watch the map closely, keep track of enemy positioning, and don't engage blindly. If your team is grouped, follow up. If they're scattered, wait. This is where your ability to coordinate and read the flow of the game really matters. And here's the best part. When you win these games, it feels amazing. Because you didn't just outplay the enemy. You outsmarted them when everyone was performing at their peak. So stay calm, trust your instincts, and play every moment with purpose. These are the games that truly level you up as a solo rank player. Now let's talk about something that decides a lot of matches. The Lord. Most players, especially in solo rank, start slaying Lord without thinking about the situation. What usually happens? You get ambushed, the enemy steals the Lord, or worse, your entire team dies for nothing. Here's the golden rule. Only go for Lord when 2 or 3 enemy heroes are already dead. That way you have a numbers advantage, and even if the enemy tries to contest, your team can handle it. If you start Lord while all 5 enemies are alive, they'll dive in, force a fight, and now you're in chaos, trying to secure the Lord while also dealing with knockups and enemy damage. Even if you manage to secure Lord, you'll likely lose teammates in the process. And if your team dies, there's no one left to push, making that Lord useless. So be smart. Secure kills first, then take Lord. That's how you win, not by rushing, but by controlling the game. One more thing that most players ignore during Lord fights: positioning. I've seen players, especially marksmen, attacking Lord from the enemy's side. And guess what? That gives the enemy a clear chance to attack from multiple angles: front, side, and even from the back. You're basically making it easier for them to wipe you out or steal the Lord. Instead, always position yourself on your team's side of the Lord. That way, if a fight breaks out, you can fall back safely, hide in a bush, or reset quickly. Plus, your teammates can assist you faster since you're closer to them. It might seem like a small detail, but bad positioning during Lord can lose you the game. So next time you're going for Lord, don't just focus on damage. Watch where you stand. Here's another mistake I see all the time, even in Mythic rank. You see your tank move forward, and you instantly dive in thinking the fight has started. Big mistake. You have to understand this, that your tank is there to absorb the enemy's crowd control, CC skills first. If you jump in before they engage, the enemy will unload all their stuns, slows, and ultimates on you, and by the time your tank actually starts the fight, you're already dead and spectating. I've seen this happen over and over. Players blame the tank for not following up, but in reality, you jumped too early. So be patient. Wait for your tank to engage, bait out the enemy CC, and then go in with your damage. That's how you win fights, not by rushing, but by timing your entry. Now let's talk about something that's becoming way too common: picking heroes, just because you saw a flashy play on TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Lately, everyone wants to play Harith in Gold lane, Uranus in EXP lane, or Selena as a roamer. And yeah, they look amazing in those clips. But here's the truth. Those highlight plays are done by experienced players, often in a 5-man squad. Their tank and assassin are always there to support them. You're not getting that in solo rank. So what happens? You pick Harith, try to dive 1v3 like the TikTok video, and boom, you're feeding. You lose the game and then blame your team. It's not that you can't play these heroes, but you need to understand how they work first, their combos, their timing, and when to engage or back off. Play what you're confident in, build experience, practice in Classic or Draft, and then bring them into rank. Another common mistake in solo rank: players don't know when to retreat. Let's say you just had a team fight and you won. Great. But now you're low on HP. What should you do? Fall back, heal, reset. But no. What most players do is keep pushing, keep fighting, and guess what? They get caught and die. Even in late game, yes, even with lifesteal items, you're not unkillable. The enemy only needs one clean pick to turn everything around. especially when respawn timers are over 60 seconds. Let me give you a real example. You win a fight, your tank recalls to heal, and instead of falling back and waiting for him, you chase a kill or start another fight alone. And boom, you're dead. Your team's out of position, and just like that, you lose Lord, your base, or even the game. Knowing when to retreat is not being scared. It's being smart. Especially in late game, survival is more valuable than kills. So next time you're low, just ask yourself, is this fight really worth it? Now let's talk about one of the most important and most ignored skills in Mobile Legends, map awareness. You've probably heard it 1,000 times in-game, check the map. And guess what? It's 100% true. It doesn't matter what role you play. If you don't know how to read the map, you're basically useless in higher ranks. Even reaching Epic will feel like a struggle. So start building the habit of checking the map every few seconds. It's not just about knowing where your teammates are, it's about predicting enemy movements, setting up ambushes, helping allies in trouble, and avoiding ganks before they happen. With good map awareness, you gain vision, control, and the upper hand. Without it, you're just reacting. And by the time you react, it's already too late. So if you want to improve, climb, and actually carry games, make map awareness your second nature. It's not optional. It's essential. And that's it for today's video, Legends. If you've made it this far, then you're already one step ahead of 90% of solo players out there. Climbing in solo rank isn't just about mechanics. It's about mindset, decision-making, and smart plays. So apply these tips, stay calm, stay focused, and trust the grind. You will improve. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more MLBB guides and tips. Drop a comment below and let me know what topic you want me to cover next. Until then, see you in Mythic.